Hello and welcome back to Cray Outdoors. On this particular day I headed out on beautiful Quaker Lake. It was peak fall foliage in this particular section of Allegany State Park. However, the weather was pretty nasty. I apologize in advance for the audio throughout the video. There was a fair amount of wind interference. I messed around with the audio volume and the video editing software to try and make it not so bad. The good news was the wind died down as the day went on, so the audio gets better as the video progresses. My plan was to fish around the outlet for the trout that had recently been stocked by the DEC. However, I ended up not being able to catch anything. I don't know if I was fishing the wrong places or using the wrong lures or what. Couldn't get any trout to bite, so I decided to paddle over towards the inlet and tie on a bass lure and see if I could catch some bass. And it ended up being a very good day for bass, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Looking at ourselves. Finally got a fish on. Feels like a good one. Big bass, I think. Big smallmouth. Heck yeah, buddy. That's a nice smallmouth. It doesn't break the line. There's another one of those highlight of the year smallmouth on the line right now. I'm used to using braided line. I've got on monofilament 8-pound test mono today, so I don't discourage the trout that are in this lake. So that means we're gonna have to play them a little bit more. It's not a huge smallmouth. Not super huge, but not bad size for sure. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Let me see your mouth, let me see your mouth, let me see your mouth. The sooner I grab you, the sooner we get off the line. The sooner we're both happy we got him. Yeah! Holy cow! Oh my gosh, I know I keep saying, man, I forgot my measuring tape. I didn't bring my measuring tape again. Is this my 20-incher? Is this finally my 20-inch smallmouth? I don't know, but it certainly is a big one, and that's not even... Again, we're after like pike and trout today, but nothing's hitting, so we decided to come down here and try for bass. About halfway, his tail goes to the end of this. This is bigger, I think, than the last smallmouth that I had. Went to right where this started. This one's about a ½ an inch bigger. So if we stretched him out, I think this might be my 20-inch smallmouth. I don't know, it's hard to say. It's probably 19 3/4 is actually what it sort of looks like based on my guess here. Let's let this beast back into the water. This has been, what a year for smallmouth, man. This is, I don't even know how many smallmouth over 18 inches that is. It's like, I don't know, probably close to 10 now. What an awesome fish. This one's a little bit smaller. We'll take it though. It's weird, man. Last time I was out here and really hit this lake hard in my kayak, it was largemouth we were nailing in this area. Now it's completely switched to smallmouth. I mean, the water's a little bit colder, so I'm sure it has something to do with it now. But yeah, and look at how beautiful this is out here. Peak leaves, catching fish. This is a little guy, but hey, smallmouth bite hard. I enjoy catching them, even when they're small. On the Xer wrap, I think we got a largemouth this time. We do. Cool. Be careful with these dang X wraps and these treble hooks. Don't want to get one of these hooks in your hand, that's for sure. Cool. Well, we've got 2 tier fishing going now, largemouth and smallmouth. This is a very small largemouth, but we'll take it. Action's always fun in any form. Hey folks, well, we are once again taking an island break. Cast around the island, see if there's any fish hanging out around here. If I can get out of the kayak, that is. Decent sized again. Ooh, another largemouth. Off the island this time, doing a little bit of island fishing. Once again, we got 8-pound test, so we got to play it a little bit more today. Is that another big smallmouth? That is another big smallmouth. Whoa, this is the year for big smallmouth, let me tell you, folks. I have a net somewhere on the bank with me. I should grab the net. This thing's definitely net worthy. The net's right there. It's not opened because I'm a dummy. Well, at this point, I guess I'm just going to land them with my hands. We already caught one big giant smallmouth today, so I'm not gonna be super disappointed if I lose one now. As long as it's smaller than that one that I caught, and this one is barely. It's still another giant one. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Come here. Come here, beautiful. Come here, beautiful. I know you don't want to get caught. I know, you don't want to get caught. Whoa, boy, this one might be bigger than the last one. Look at that. Look at that, dude. This one might be bigger. How did I forget my dang measuring tape again? Holy cow. That one might be bigger. That is a huge smallmouth. That is another huge smallmouth. Holy smokes. In Quaker Lake. Holy cow, folks. Look at that. Look at this smallmouth. Look at the scenery where we're at. I just got a hook in my hand. Ouch. I don't even care because of the fish I'm catching. My hand's going to be bleeding now. That hook went right into my thumb. I don't even care. Let's see what the measurement is on this one. Unfortunately, these fish are all about the same size. I just can't. All right, this one definitely, you can see the top of his mouth right there and his tail hitting the cork there. So this one definitely goes to the very, 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 very top of here. I think this is slightly bigger than the last one. So when we get done today, we're going to take my measuring tape and measure it to right there and see if we finally have our 20-inch smallmouth. I think this could be it, but who knows? Who really knows? Just can't quite seem to break that 20-inch mark. Here we go. Let this guy go. Let this beast go. What an awesome freaking fish. My hand is bleeding. That's okay. It was definitely worth it. Heck yeah, baby. Other one. This one feels even bigger than the last. This one feels even heavier. I'm gonna grab the net this time. This time we got the net. We're all ready. We're all set. We should be able to land it a little bit quicker with the net, hopefully, if it doesn't go into too many weeds. If it just didn't just come off. No, it's still on. Still on. Folks, I am having a great day once again. Another smallie, I believe. It's bass, anyway. How big, I don't know yet. Oh, smallie. Sweet. Seemed to be on some kind of a school. Another huge one, man. Holy cow. I think all those big smallmouth that were down below the spillway somehow managed to swim up into Quaker Lake. Cool. Awesome, man. Island fishing, baby. Honestly, I like fishing from shore better than the kayak. It's easier. And another tank. Another freaking tank. My hand's still bleeding from that hooker in me earlier, so let's try and just get this hook out now without getting it in us this time. All right, cool. Whoa, there he is. Another tank, baby. Another master angler class fish. This guy is easily another 18-ish incher. Man, my hand is just bleeding away. I'm getting blood all over the smallmouth. Now, the fish know how I feel when they get blood all over me. Another beautiful fish. Let's let this guy go. I don't think we'll throw him on the measurement. Yeah, he's definitely smaller. I think he's another 18-incher though. I'd say he's about 18 inches, maybe 18 and a half. Another master angler class fish, I believe. I wish I had my measuring tape with me, but we're gonna just let this guy right and go. Fish are really stacked up in this, you know, where this current's coming through here right now. This is just awesome. Alrighty, well, we retied our knots. I put on a fresh super fluke. The old one was a little bit too torn up to continue on, so we're all systems go again. I also went ahead and grabbed my hook to gorger to try and give my thumb a break if I hook another one of these smallmouth. So let's see what we can catch now. Keep fishing for them. They're in here. The net and grabbing distance. They're stacked right in here right now. Absolutely stacked. Big ones too. Absolutely stacked. This is what happens this time of year in the fall. The fish tend to stack up in certain spots, and then if you can find them, you can really put a hurting on them. They're huge. That's what the fun part is. Huge. I didn't realize Quaker was this good for big smallmouth. I guess I did kind of realize that. I've caught some nice ones in here before, and I've missed some monsters trout fishing, but yes. It continues. It continues, boy. It continues. All right, we've got the gorger in our pocket now. Our thumb is still bleeding from that first smallmouth, and this is 3 giant smallmouth on 3 casts in a row. 3 casts in a row, baby. 3 casts in a row. Oh my gosh! Holy cow! All right, neither the gorger's not going to help that much, but I don't know what's going on with all these fish. Have got their heads torn up. That last one sort of had that too. This one almost looks like it got hit by a bird or a pike or something. All right, there are pike in here big enough to eat something like this, but there's another smallmouth. I don't think that one's quite 18 inches. He's about 17 and a half, maybe 17. We'll let him go. Awesome. Continues, baby. 3 fish and 3 casts. Let's see if we can keep this fish streak going. Well, our money streak finally ended there. I had 3 giant smallmouth on 3 casts in a row, but fishing slowed down. You can see it's just gorgeous here on this island. Absolutely beautiful at Allegany State Park this time of year. I wish I got that on film. I set the hook thinking it was going to be another big bass and just flung this thing out of the water. Flung it right out of the water on this hook set thinking it was going to be a big bass. I was going to have to do a hard hook set. I'm actually really lucky I even hooked that thing. He must have really took that tail. I mean, it's barely even a keeper size perch. But for this lake, that's actually a good size perch. But you can see, this is sort of what we're trying to mimic in terms of forage. You see this green pumpkin magic super fluke looks pretty similar to these little perch, and that's what we're mimicking. It's just a die-in perch, and smallmouth and the smallmouth seem to be liking it. Here you go, buddy. Well, we did well on the island here. We did very well on the island, but I think it's time we move on and head back out to the main lake. Fishing has really slowed down here on the island, so we're gonna head back out to the beautiful fall colors, see what else we can catch. Oh, he came off. First missed fish of the day. Might have been a smaller one. We'll try before we spook what's under this tree. Back up, back up, back up, darn you. Back up, back up, back up. We'll try it again. I think I got him this time. I got him this time. It feels like another good one. Darn, feels like another good one, I say. We'll see when you get it close. Oh, it's another good one. Largemouth. Big old largemouth. Best largemouth of the day so far. I think because my thumb is in such bad shape, I'm going to throw him in the net. Big old largemouth. Heck yeah, buddy. Heck yeah. Wow. Big old football largemouth. No. Don't put my reel in the water. Boy, kayak fishing isn't always easy. It's tangled on the top there. There, give me some slack. Alright. Well, we've got a complete mess here in terms of our fishing equipment's all tangled with that net, but we're going to let Mr. Pig Largemouth go. Biggest largemouth of the day. Getting the 2-tier fishing out here. Fall colors, this is just perfect. How awesome. Another one. Smaller fish. This one's a little scooter. Maybe that's the one we missed earlier. The one I missed didn't feel as big as that one I caught. But I don't know. Who knows? Little tiny cookie cutter. Not even cookie cutter. Smaller than cookie cutter. Not even 12-inch largemouth. I think there's a fish on the end of here. There's a fish on the end of here. There we go. Now I got the hook set good. I initially didn't get a very great hook set. I think it's another big one. Oh, came off. Broke the effing line. Oh man, I don't, could have been a pike too. I don't think it was a pike. It was fighting more like a big old fat old bass. Dang it, our first break off of the day. Should have retied after that last bass. F. Alrighty folks, well, we're officially calling it quits now. First and foremost, that smallmouth went all the way to the end of this thing this time. Down to about there. What did I tell you? 19 3/4. I don't know, man. I guess we'll call that fish 19 1/2 again. I think I'm gonna say I retied it at 19 1/2. Just cannot hit that 20-inch mark on a smallmouth, but we had an absolute excellent day today. It was streaky. We'd hit a patch where, you know, we'd be nailing the fish for half an hour, then we'd deplete that resource, and it'd be over an hour again before we found another patch of fish. But overall, it was a great day. Missed that big one at the end. Normally, that'd be a fish I'd have nightmares over, but I think we were like 8 for 10 today, so we can't complain. I mean, when you're hooking into that many big fish, you're bound to lose one eventually. So it was a great day. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe. We'll be trout fishing later, so stay tuned for that video. It's closing day of trout season, so I'm going to grab lunch and head out onto the trout streams here at the park. Catch you guys in the next adventure.